this will be the first, I guess, of many Coach's Corner breakdowns, starting with my own. And I want to do rounds at a time, just pulling clips, going through each round, explaining what is required to kind of do some of these things. And it won't be just one style. I literally, during the event, was purposefully fighting in multiple different styles just to kind of bring those things out. And then kindly accept, if y'all don't know who he is, he's on the Undisputed Reddit page, man. And he actually gave me an idea. Look, y'all have my email address. It's literally in the description box of all of my videos. If you have video clips, man, shoot them to me. I will gladly break them down for you, either through a video like this or through a live stream, man. It'd be dope, man, to bring, you know what I'm saying, the community into this as well. But without further ado, man, I kind of just want to get to it. So here it is. This is Range Control by the Coach's Corner. All right, so here's what I want to do. I'm actually going to play the round, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit, just pointing out a couple of things as it kind of goes. Not really as it goes on, but as we go back through, there's a few aspects that I kind of want to point out in particular I think it will be like really helpful to everybody moving forward, especially as we get our hands on early access whenever that comes out. So let's watch the round. And this was round 3. By this point, I had already gotten a pretty good read on my opponent. So I kind of got down some of their tendencies, some of the things that they like to do. As you can see, I'm doing my best to stay on the outside. Trying not to step in too far.
So much for the feeling out process, huh?
Right, controlling that range with the jab. Being careful of where I am in the ring. Spatial awareness is necessary. You really don't want to be up against the ropes.
That jab gets blocked.
As you can see, she's throwing a lot of punches that are missing.
Swing and a miss with the jab.
I'm also utilizing my loose footwork to make some of her punches just barely miss. Right? This is me here actually controlling the weight of the fighter. Feinting in, delays, jabbing, off-rhythm stuff.
The face is telling the story from that jab.
The face is telling the story from that jab. You're absolutely, as you see, another one just landed there.
Under a minute to go here in round 3.
This is a very fun round, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook.
Little angle there, double jab, step out, new angle, all good stuff, man. God, I love this game. This game is there's so much nuance to the game.
Last 10 seconds of the round.
And then I got disconnected. So let's go. Let's go back. And there were a couple things. I stated a few of them as we were going through. A couple of things you want to know. Controlling the weight of the fighter, of your fighter. So here's a good example. Here, right as the round starts, you'll actually see that I kind of feint step. Right there. You see how I'm feinting, right? I'm feinting, and that's just me only slightly moving the analog stick to kind of do a step feint. This works great while you're in loose footwork. And it's again, the more control that you have over the analog stick and not hammering it. If you move it all the way forward, your fighter is going to move. It's going to take all of that weight and shift all of that weight forward. Right? Utilizing your angles and your combinations in order to reset and get back to where you want to be. Right? I got caught on the way out there, but as you can see, constantly resetting.
Swing and a miss with the right hook.
I know where I want to be, and I want to stay there. I don't want to get in too far.
Feeling out process, huh?
It's a little bit more difficult because you have a lot of people who just put, as you can see, this person's just walking forward, just walking forward, just walking forward. With a little bit more stopping power, then this wouldn't be so much of an issue. So you have to keep moving. Angles are really, 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 really important in this game. So definitely utilize them. But picking your shots as well, as you can see, are also very important. Understanding your spatial awareness as well is another important piece. Knowing where you are in the ring, right? Obviously, I'm up against the ropes, or I'm getting close to the corner. So I want to do everything I can to kind of get this fight back into center ring, right? So I don't get stuck up against the ropes. Right, so I'm back, right? We're back in the center ring. Those were throwaway jabs, okay? So those were basically to help me read my opponent. Is this person just going to continue marching in? If they would have, then they would have ended up walking into one of those jabs. And it helps me to establish my range again. If he would have walked forward and those jabs would have fallen just short, then I would have known where I needed to be at and where I was in proximity to my opponent. Now, I will tell you, do not keep your eyes on your fighter. Keep your eyes on your opponent. You are controlling your fighter. So obviously you know what your fighter is doing. There's no reason for you to stare at him. Look at what your opponent is doing, because your reads matter. The more you look at your opponent, the more data you'll collect. And the less you'll feel like you're just reacting in the ring.
Miss with the jab.
Right? So taking my time. As you can see, there was another little step feint there. Again, getting good control over that weight. I'm doing that because I don't want to go too far necessarily. You obviously don't ever walk into another man's house uninvited without knocking first. So, and what I mean by that is I want to step feint. I want to get in here. I want to put some glove on this guy. If I can get him to walk towards me and walk into range and just get free damage, then I will take it. If I have to move forward, then I will. But I'm going to make sure that I come in behind something, or I'm going to give this person a look. And that's what that was there. Just a little step feint to see if I can draw him in. He finally came forward. He ate a really, really hard punch there to the body. And then, as you can see, I reestablished my range all over again. Right? Step in. I delayed before I threw the jab. That way, if that gives me time to read my opponent again. If he throws something, then I use the in-game slip mechanic. I slip and then I counter and then I'm resetting again. Right? Same thing again. Stepped in, little delay. This time, instead of jabbing high, I threw a jab to the body. This guy must have been getting pretty frustrated by this point, because as you can see, he's completely stopped throwing anything. He's just stood there.
Which fighter's going to get clipped first?
Right? I understand he's still coming forward, so I give him a different angle. Jab, hook, on the way out. Or a jab straight and get out of there.
The face is telling the story from that jab. Under a minute to go here in round 3.
Right? You see it again. Step in.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook.
So even in there, as you can see, I stepped back. And because I had thrown so many feints at him before, this guy threw a whole uppercut because it registered to him that I was coming in, but I wasn't. That's how those feints, that's how you know when you're in somebody's head. Like those feints earlier on, literally just my movement, not even the punches really that were landing. My movement alone caused this reaction here. I know that I am really starting to get in control of this guy.
What a round this is. We approach the last 10 seconds of the round.
And then I get disconnected. And there you guys have it, man. That's a solid round. I'm going to do this again. I hope you guys take something away. If you need me to get into more detail, by all means, let me know. And I will. This is not the last one, dude. I'll have a whole lot of these. I'll even have some rounds that didn't really go so well for me. I ain't take no L's though. Just throw that out there. But look, man, appreciate y'all for coming back to the Coach's Corner. I hope y'all took something away. Please leave the comments down in the comment section below. If there's a certain way that you want me to format the videos, by all means, please drop that feedback down there as well. I take all that stuff into account, man, when I do my videos. Community helps me out. So look, appreciate y'all for coming back, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.